Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name's Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. We got Thursday, September 19th, Major League Baseball slate. So we've got a decent slate of games on today. We're down to the last couple weeks here of the MLB season. So most teams are around that 152 game mark, so about 10 to go. Not much time left. 12 games on the board today as everybody tries to get to that 162 number. Teams starting to clinch. You've got the Brewers are in, Dodgers and Phillies are in. Braves and Mets are about the last spot to be really fighting for it. I mean, almost everybody else is going to clinch here shortly. And we'll see what happens between the Braves and the Mets as they're only a couple games separating those two for the last wild card spot in the NL. Starting to tighten up a little bit in the AL as well, as the Tigers have been hot. They're making a last-ditch push to get in. Maybe they get in. They've been really hot. Skubal pitched well yesterday. They swept the Royals, so we'll see what happens there. But we got a couple day baseball games. Well, more than a couple. We got about 6 games tipping off before 5 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll get to everything here. If you're new to our show, first of all, welcome. Secondly, we do fade or follow 4 teams, so all of our bets will be in those particular games. That's the Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles. But we will give you bets and leans and all the other games as well. So let's get started. First game up, actually, Giants at Baltimore. Giants have whooped their ass. 10-0, 6-3 or 5-3 win. Where the hell have the Orioles went? Kimbrel gets designated for assignment. Congratulations, Baltimore, for finally waking up. The dude hasn't been your closer since June, and you gave him a month. He shouldn't have been your closer since May. He can't get anybody out. Why is he still on your team? And they finally woke up and designated his ass for assignment. 1 year, $13 million deal didn't work. The guy can't pitch anymore, folks. He walks way too many hitters, gives up way too many hits. He can't get 3 outs. I can't tell you how many times I've seen the dude get 2 outs and then the next 9 batters reach base. So, what are the Baltimore Orioles going to do? Zach Eflin, Logan Webb. Total in this one is 7.5, and Orioles are slightly favorite. We're on this kick almost where we're going to fade the Orioles, or we're just going to play a total in this game. It's just been, you can't rely on their offense anymore right now at the moment either. It's been tough. So, let's give you all the bets we've got in this game. In fact, we're not taking a side here in this. We're just playing the total. We love that over 7.5 number. So Orioles, Giants over 7.5, over 3.5 first 5 innings. Orioles and Giants both over their 3.5 team total. Logan Webb, who does struggle a lot more on the road, over 5.5 hits allowed and over 2.5 earned runs. Yeah, Carl Yastrzemski, Gunnar Henderson, and Heston Kjerstad, same 6 bets apiece. Yeah, Mike Yastrzemski, by the way, has a home run in each of the last 2 games against the Orioles. So you got to have him in there again. Let's give you those 3 batters, 6 hits, 6 bets apiece. Yaz, Gunnar, and Kjerstad, home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up at 10:10 out here in Phoenix. What are we at? That's 1:10 Eastern time. Braves at the Reds. Chris Sale against Aguilar. Sale looked fantastic in his last start against the Dodgers. We kind of expect the same here. Braves are a huge favorite. They are fighting for this wild card spot. Down 2 games with 10 to go. Can they get it done? I don't know if they're going to be able to catch the Mets or not. They're going to need the Mets to probably go realistically 4-6 over the 10, but we take the Braves today, minus a half a run front 5 in that one. For sure. Also, look for Braves over the team total against Aguilar. Next game up, 10:10 out here in Phoenix, 1:10 Eastern time. Twins, Guardians, Cantillo versus Woods Richardson. Twins have been a struggle fest, folks, and they are barely holding on to that last playoff spot against the Tigers. Now, also, they're only a couple games behind the Royals. So, as the Royals just got their rear end swept. We'll take the Guardians here. It's about even money both ways. Guardians money line front 5. Guardians money line for the game. And to be really honest, over 8.5 is a good possibility in this game for a total. Let's see, 11:35 out here in Phoenix. 2:35 Eastern Time. Blue Jays Rangers. Rocker in his second start going against Gaussman. This is more of a fade against Gaussman than going for Rocker. Rocker did pitch well in his first start. Cooper, I mean, he had a lot of strikeouts. It's about an even money game in Texas, but Gaussman's just been getting shelled all year. Total at 7.5, but let's break this down. Rangers over 3.5 team totals where we really want to focus. So we bet that. Also, Rangers money line front 5. Next game up, 1:10 out here in Phoenix, 4:10 Eastern Time. Yankees and Mariners in Seattle. Clark Schmidt, Logan Gilbert. Total at 7.5. I don't really like a side too much in this one. I'd play under 7.5 runs. Would not surprise me in the least there in that one. Next game up, 1:40 out here in Phoenix, 4:40 Eastern Time. Dodgers Marlins for game 3. So Marlins couldn't miss in game 1, game 2 of the set. Dodgers couldn't miss. Flaherty versus Cabrera in this one. Best stuff for the whole staff for the Marlins is Cabrera. He just struggled to put it anywhere close where it needs to be. Although Flaherty did get beat up in his last start against the Braves. He's pitched well. Let's give you all the plays here. Dodgers pretty sizable favorite. No shock here, but Dodgers money line. -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over 4.5 team total. Dodgers -0.5 a run first 5 innings. -1.5 front 7. Ohtani, home run double, over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. And Max Muncy, home run double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. Next game up, Red Sox Rays. In Tampa, Little versus Bello. This is all I know is they give Bello all the run support Mr. Bello needs. He gets from the Red Sox every damn time he pitches. You have to bet their offense. I mean, he's 14-7 with a damn near, it's with a 4.6 ERA, if that doesn't tell you how much run support he gets. So normally in Bello starts, it's pretty easy. Over the team total for the Red Sox, we would play the same thing, and this one should be 3.5. Play the over 3.5 in that one. Next game up, Phillies and Mets. T1 Walker, Luis Severino in New York at 4:15 out here in Phoenix, 7:15 Eastern Time. T1 Walker is normally batting practice, so we take the Mets here. They're barely a favorite, $1.30-ish. Mets money line front 5. Also, Mets over 4.5 team total in that one as well. Next game up, 4:15 out here in Phoenix, 7:15 Eastern Time. Cardinals Pirates, Ortiz versus Fetty. Ortiz definitely the Pirates, not their best starter, right? Fetty's pitched all right for the Cardinals. Cardinals still a game above 500. For a season-long bet, I sure would like him to get on about a 3 or 4 or 5 game winning streak here to finish the season out. They're not going anywhere. They're not making the playoffs, but we do like the Cardinals money line. Cardinals -0.5 front 5 in this one there. Next game up, 4:15, also out here in Phoenix, 7:15 Eastern Time. Diamondbacks Brewers. Diamondbacks been, back and forth. The Brewers have really owned them. They owned them in Arizona. Brewers have already locked up the Central, so nothing they can really do. But they're only a couple games back from getting a first-round bye, so they're still playing for something here. I like the Brewers money line front 5 in a game that's also almost a toss-up in that one. Next game up, 4:40 out here in Phoenix, 7:40 Eastern Time. We are on the north side of Chicago for this one. Cubs Nationals, right? And guess what day it is? National Patrick Corbin Day. We get another holiday as another week goes by. Now, Corbin has figured out how to screw up 3 out of these last 4 of these holidays for us. But since the Cubs had such a shitty 2-game run against the A's after demolishing them in game 1, guess what they're probably going to do? They'll probably figure out how to make Corbin Day a winner. Normally they do pretty well against left-handers as well. Assad pitching for the Cubs, he has not been good as of late. Let's just put it to you that way. It's not been fabulous on that one there. Assad's ERA up to 3.3 almost after he was still below 2 at the All-Star break. Corbin 6-13, so like I said, he's come along here as of late. He hasn't allowed it to be real easy on anybody, but let's give you all the bets here in this Cubs-Nationals game. Cubs money line -1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 on the run line. Cubs over the 4.5 team total. Cubs -0.5 a run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Suzuki and Isaac Paredes, same 6 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, 2+ hits. And then also we're going to play Patrick Corbin under 4.5 strikeouts, Patrick Corbin over 2.5 earned runs allowed, and Patrick Corbin under 17.5 outs. Last game up on the board, Angels, Astros, Suarez versus UC in this one. Astros are almost a $3 favorite. You know, I mean, UC's pitched well since coming over. Suarez, they should be able to beat up on Suarez. I mean, I understand they're a $3 favorite, so you got to figure out ways, if you want to bet in this game, to not play minus 300, you know, put up $300 to win 100, right? So Astros over 4.5 team totals, the way we would look to play this one here. Also, we would look at Astros minus a half a run front 5 as well. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How did we get to check all those out? No problem. We've got it posted in a couple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages, as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's a link to our Google Sheets. It's docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link. Then you'll want to select 2024 baseball. And then you'll have to scroll down to September 19th. You'll be able to see all the bets that we made, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at, so that way you can find that all of those as well. So make sure you check that out when you do get some time. Well worth it. We're a volume bettor. We got a ton of plays. So in order to follow along, you really got to get in there and get that done there. All right? All right, so let's see. We went over all of that. Do you like the content that you're seeing and want to see some more? No problem. All you have to do is hit subscribe or follow, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on. And we'll show up in your subscriptions or followers tab. And if you want to make life even easier than that, which we recommend you do, then guess what? Just turn on notifications for that social media platform as well. You'll get a notification when we drop a new episode of bets like this one. And we have tons of promo bonus bets to give away that we want you to have from our partners to you. We're in 49 out of the 50 states. The only one we're not in is Nevada due to the gambling things, but online casinos, sports books, fantasy sites, we've got tons of options for you, and our partners giving away a lot of bets. So feel free to check that out. 2 places online, TikTok, YouTube channel pages on sports bets for free. The link is bit.ly/sportsbetsforfree-bh. That'll click that link and it'll automatically default the state that you're in and all the partners that we have availability for. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.